All right, all right, all right. Universal love light to my indigenous carbon, copper gods and goddesses, my brothers and sisters who possess neuromelanin and their skin is carbon. Now, this video is strictly for you guys, but apparently there are some other individuals that are of Caucasian, Neanderthal ethnicity that feel that they are indigenous natives. I had made a comment in reference to a brother's video that I spoke about earlier, and apparently this white lady got on here and she said something in reference to her rebuttal was that she is indigenous copper native. And it's so funny because I responded that, well, I looked at her page and she was a white woman. And I pretty much let her know that you could never be indigenous carbon, copper native to this land. So that being said, now I understand that a lot of these white folks, because of this $5 Indian thing, and they didn't do their research, but a lot of them bought the thing so they can actually get the land. And if they actually do their homework, it pretty much states and it lets it be known that most of them bought into it. Their ancestors bought into this so they can get the land that was supposed to be for the actual indigenous natives, the Indians. See, I know for a fact that I'm a Cherokee because my grandmother and my grandfather are Cherokees. So I know what my blood type is and everything. So it is what it is. But that being said, I don't really waste my time on trying to explain or get into detail about what these white folks think or whatever because it doesn't really matter. I don't care. I don't care about their plight. I don't care about what's going on with them. I don't care. Because let me expound on this and let you guys, everybody know exactly why I'm saying this. Now, just like you and I, my brothers and sisters, just like we carry our ancestors' blood line within us. We are our ancestors, right? So that means we have their traits, we have their characteristics, we have their trauma, we have their suffering, we have all that dwells within our blood, in our bloodline. That being said, these Caucasians, these Europeans, these Arabs, these Asians, these Mexicans, and these Doridians, which are the Indian people of India, they carry their ancestors' bloodline and their traits and characteristics within them. Now, if we go back through history, most of the Europeans, the Caucasians, their ancestors committed genocide and murdered and killed and raped and pillaged all the indigenous people. And shit, even to this day, they're still over in other countries colonizing it, killing people, committing genocide. All in the name of democracy and civilizing these savages. So that being said, as the term goes, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. You cannot get away from what dwells within your bloodline, what is part of your DNA makeup and your characteristics. I'm not saying people can't change, but what's innate in you is always going to be a part of your characteristic traits. And it's just that simple. But my videos are not about you guys because I can care less about your plights and what's going on with you. And the only reason that most of you guys, everyone else is trying to jump on this giant bandwagon and tell me we need to come together and da-da-da-da, because unbeknownst to a lot of my brothers and sisters, believe me, all these other ethnicities of people, they know who we are. Believe me, they know exactly who we are. They know we're the children of the Most High. They know we're the chosen ones. It's just that simple. And everybody's trying to save themselves. And the only way they can save themselves is trying to jump on a bandwagon with us or act as if they're our friends or they're concerned with our plan. Man, miss me with that shit. I don't want to hear that. I don't give a damn. Y'all had multiple years in time to seek redemption and make amends for all the atrocities that my people have suffered, my ancestors have suffered, and our people are still suffering from. Now it's endgame right now, and everyone is trying to save themselves by calling themselves befriending the so-called black man and woman. But yet and still, you still hearing and seeing these police officers, policy enforcers, killing our babies, killing our youths, killing our women, mistreating our elderly, poisoning our water, poisoning the air. I mean, passing laws, making bills, doing all these other things. It's like they're literally throwing rocks and then hiding their hand as if they didn't do it or they didn't have nothing to do with it. Now, let me explain something else to you. You may not be the one that's actually per se doing it, but you're idly standing by and not speaking up or saying nothing about it, because the people that are doing this to my people are your brothers, are your sisters, are your aunties, are your uncles, are your grandfathers, your daddies, or your mamas. So, if you want to do something to make amends or seek redemption, you need to be going and talking to your people and calling them out for what they're doing. And perhaps you may get some type of, I don't know, because I really don't see any way for you to kind of like make up for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years of murder and genocide and killing and oppression. Because the reality of it is that we're in the end days right now. There's no going backwards. It's only going forward. And the sun is not going to let up. See, the sun is a friend to us because we're literally walking plants. So whenever we are in the sun, it gives us light. It gives us energy. It's restoring and rejuvenating us and putting us back into our status and healing our bodies. It's not doing that for you guys. And it's going to continue to get hotter. So that being said, we're not the same people. Our whole system, our whole body makeup is completely different than you guys. There's no comparison. We're unique and special individuals. So that being said, it's not about you guys, because you've had your time, you've had your reign. In reality, if you really want to do the research, you guys are not even from here. You guys come from Nern, a whole nother planet, a whole nother galaxy. And most of the people that's over you guys, not the poor white people, but the other ones, the so-called the elites and the motherfuckers, billionaires, men, they all in cahoots with the subterranean dwellers, the draconians, the reptilians, the Palladians, the insectoids, the Greys. They made agreements with them to exploit you all as well. But you guys benefited from the exploitation of us. Now the reality is kicking in that, hey, I don't like the way things are going because we can't have that freedom and privilege that we've been having. Well, welcome to our world. But you know what? As it said in the Bible, the first will be last and the last will be first. And it's no turning back. It's only going forward. My job is to disturb people's demons, to enlighten, inform, and empower my people. It's just that simple. Now, I'm not a heartless individual, and I don't want anybody to suffer, but karma is called karma, cause and effect. Somebody has to pay that debt. Now, what your ancestors did, somebody has to pay that debt for them. So that means you got to pay it. We've already been suffering and going through all that. We've paid us. It's time for us to reap the benefits of all that karma and all that trauma. So that being said, we're connected to the earth. We're connected to the galaxies. We're connected to everything because we are everything and everything is us. It is what it is. And this video is about over. It went kind of faster than I thought. So I'm probably going to make a part 4. See you on the other side, baby.